Hey guys, Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you with another live CGC unboxing. Two boxes. We're going to do two boxes today, my friends. Hi guys, I'm Kevin the Comic Doctor. I'm a comic book presser and authorized CGC dealer located up in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. And every week or so, or every few days or so, I do unboxings right here live to show all of you out in YouTube land all the wonderful comics that are coming back from CGC. And I have a ton of books over there right now, my friends. And books are coming back, I would say, pretty regularly, weekly. There's been a bit of a slowdown the last little while. I got a couple more boxes on the way back now with some really sweet books in there. But you know what? There might be some sweet books in here as well. We're going to have a look in just a second. Before we do that, though, guys, if you haven't been here before, if it's your first time coming to the channel, why don't you please consider subscribing to the channel, liking the content, and hitting that notification bell so you'll know when I go live. You'll be the first to know. Also, I like to give out prizes when I hit those momentous occasions, you know, subscription numbers or what have you. You know, the next one's at 2,000. When I hit 2,000 subscribers, I will be giving away this really nice Jubilee signed print. And this was donated to us by Rob P. out of Toronto. And that's a really nice print. It's a good size print, too. It's hanging in my wall at the shop as we speak. It's probably around, I don't know, 16 inches by 12, 14 inches, something like that. It's a good size print. Anyways, this baby is going to be given out to some lucky subscriber when I hit 2,000 subscribers. And I did just I had a Moon Knight giveaway when the Moon Knight series concluded. I did a kind of a draw for some skill testing questions for 4 copies of some vintage Moon Knight books. Those have all been sent out except yours, Niels, because you said to hang on to it. But the rest they're on their way now. So if you're viewing the video, keep your eye or your ear or your eyes on your mailbox, because it should be showing up pretty soon. Guys, let's get going. Let's see what we got here. We're going to go to the chat section halfway through. So if you have any comments or questions for the Comic Doctor, me, that's where you want to ask. Go to the chat section and leave a question or comment there. All right, so this one, look what I see. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 different invoices. So the books that are found within belong to 4 different clients. So let's have a look and see. I believe they're all modern, but I could be wrong. Let me actually just take out a couple of bit of the stuffing here, because it really makes the box tight. And I tell you, I got to look a little more carefully at these books, because a couple, I sent that TMNT book back to Mike out in Quebec, and he received it today, and he noticed it was cracked. I did not. So I got to send that back. It might be too late. I might have to pay for that out of my own pocket. I'm not too happy about that, but I'm going to try to get a mechanical error on that one as well. That Hawkeye #1, I mentioned it last time, it was cracked. So a lot more books are coming cracked than I'd like to admit. So I got to look over these books a little more carefully. Let's see what we got today, guys. All right. So first and foremost, we go. Listen, when the first book's a 9.8, all's good in the world. Something That's Killing the Children. It's like a chromium edition, I think. Local comic shop day edition. 9.8. Really nice. And I don't see any cracks on that. I gotta check for the cracks. This is the time to do it when I'm unboxing these books. Let's see what we have next. You know what? You know what's better than 198? 298s. All right, another copy. We've got Batman 92. That's a pretty looking book. I'm looking for cracks. I don't see any. That's a nice wraparound cover on that one. That's pretty sweet. 298s. Can we get more? I haven't looked inside this box. I opened it up and I threw it on my desk here, and that's it. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Okay, what's going on here? What's happening? What's happening here, guys? A third 9.8. That's a good sign. And the slab looks like it's intact. There's a variant cover of 108. All right, that's 3. Let's see if we can go over 4 9.8s. Okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? That's a cool Something That's Killing the Children #16. Frankie's comic foil edition in a 9.8. Nothing wrong with that. Have we ever started off with with 4 9.8s right off the bat? If we have, it hasn't been for a very long time. But can we keep it going? Can we have 5? Okay, what's going on here? What the hell is going on here? Something's Killing Children 16. Also in a 9.8. All right, it's got to stop soon. Come on now, let's be serious. Let's be serious. It's got to stop soon. Okay. Someone is going to be very happy because these all belong to one client. Something is Killing the Children, number 16, another variant, Frankie's Comics Edition, and that's a 9.8 again. And again, the slab looks like it's in pretty good shape. What's that, 6? Is that 6 9/8? That's unheard of. I don't even want to look. I don't even want to look. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. I'm not looking. We'll look at it together. I didn't look. I promise I didn't. Catwoman number 4. That's a sweet looking cover. All right. I guess that grader was in a good mood that day, huh? Or these books are just exceptional, one or the other. But that's all right. That's awesome. I'm very happy. So far, so good. Let's do that again. I'm not looking. It's a Black Cat number 4. I didn't check. I didn't look. Bang! 8 books in a 9.8. Okay, this is a good box. This is an all right box. Whose books are these? Are you out there? Because I'm sure you're a very happy camper right now. That's 8 or 9 books, all 9.8s. It's got to stop soon. I can see the very first book in this box, and it's not a 9.8. So the whole box is not 9.8. But let's see. Oh! That's more like it, isn't it? 9.6. Something is Killing the Children 11. The Friesen variant cover. And why is that a 9.6? That's gorgeous. Look at that book. Oh. Interesting. I see a dent back there. Oh, there, you can see the dent right there. Right here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Right, you can kind of see it right there. Now that's a dent that would have been gone with a press. So I don't know why that dent's on there. Look, when the books leave here, friends, they leave here in as best condition as they possibly can be. But once they leave here, once FedEx takes control of the box and it goes on its way to CGC, I'm not there. I can't. I'm not watching what's happening, right? So I don't know how they're, unbagging, unboarding, or debagging, deboarding. Is that what you'd say? Or taking the books out of their bags and boards. And how careful are they before the grader gets? And I'm sure they're pretty careful, but sometimes I guess things can happen, right? Because that's kind of stinky. Because that one looked like it should have been a 9.8. Because there's not one crease on that spine on that book I just showed you. Come on, get in there. Let's see what else we've got here. Let me take a few more of these stuffing boards out. Come on. All right, I got 25 of you in the room, guys. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, it does help me out a lot. All right, here we go. I guess the 9.8s have been, or no more. We're at a 9.4, and this is the one we have on the thumbnail, Catwoman 51. That's an awesome cover. Back to Stray Dogs number 1 and a 9.8, another 9.8. I think these are Brad's books, if I remember correctly. Brad, are you out there? Potted Shannon, are these your books? I'm not sure if you're here or not, because I think Stray Dogs were kind of your bag, if I remember correctly. Strange Academy. You know what, guys? This is not a bad box. I'm seeing more 9.8s than usual, which is pretty sweet. Look at this. Another 9.8. So far, the majority is 9.8. Got my presses on back there, and I'm sweating like oh, you know what? All right, let's see what else we got. Okay, another 9.8. Something is Killing the Children #1. I think this is the regular version, I believe, and a 9.8 as well. Not bad. What else we have here? Justice League of America #6 and a 9.6. Trying to see why that's a 9.6, because this is a pretty damn gorgeous book. Yeah, again, a book that could easily be a 9.8, guys. Is that it? And then we have one more from this batch, I think. It's a great cover. Detective Comics 880 and a 9.2. And that's all for this batch. This is 16 books that I think belong to Brad. I think. Not 100%, but I think there are Brad's. We'll head over to the chat room shortly. Again, guys, if you have any questions, comments, go over to the chat room and leave your question or comment there, and I will get to it once this box is done. We'll finish this box up because it is almost done. Don't know where my OBS went to. One sec, guys. That was weird. All right, there we go. Oh, this one here is kind of cool. It's a signature series book. Oh, this is a reslab. This is a reslab. Daredevil #1 and a 9.8. That's a reslab. Signed by Chip Zdarsky. All right, and then we have 9.6, Amazing Spider-Man #300. See, a lot of these are 9.6. That's not a problem. The problem is a 9.8. We just don't see them as often as I would certainly like. We have a Wolverine #1 and an 8.5. That's a what do you call it? A newsstand copy. I think we might have another one of those in here too. A Secret Wars #8 and a 9.4. The slab looks all right to me. Amazing Spider-Man 252. This is also a newsstand copy and a 9.2. So, guys, we had a box pretty much of modern books here. Let's go. Oh, and the last one is a Wolverine #2 and an 8.5, and that is just a direct copy right there. It's a white pager. All right, so that was, there you go, guys. The majority of that was, oh, there's one more here I missed. Oh, it's 2 more I missed. Oh, it's 3 more I missed. What the heck? Sorry, guys, I missed a few more. I'll pull them all out. We have a whole set here. We got a Wolverine #3 and a 7.0. We have a Wolverine #4 and an 8.5. And then we have Marvel Team Up #141 and a 7.5. Nice copy, actually, not bad. All right. And that will do it for this box. And that, again, was 4 different orders. I have another box to share with you in just a moment. Let me just put all these babies back. But first, we'll go to the chat room. We'll see who's in the house today. My OBS keeps getting turned off for some bizarre reason. There we go. Back on again. Let's go to the chat room. See who's here. All right, so Dave was the first one in the house today. Dave House was the first one in the house today. Hey, Dave, another box already liking the video. Good. Marty P, I don't like countdown clocks. I guess it's, you know, to each his own. John Sherwood, hey, the May 25th is, the unboxing was Amazing Batman 31 and a 9.2. Wow. Yes, I think I remember that. It was pretty cool. James from New Mexico is there. How you doing, James? And Chuck's here as well. How you doing? Thomas Grant, hey Kevin, I hope to see my books. I hope so too. Sam, hello to the June 15th unboxing, folks. Don't forget to hit the like button. And thanks to Sam for giving me an email today because I made a boo-boo on the title card thumbnail. I thought I had the 14th on there. He corrected me, so I went on there and fixed it. So thanks, Sam, for I guess for correcting me and letting me know. Fantasy Fanatic is here. Hey, Kev, good evening, Fantasy Fanatic. How you doing? John says, buy Orion's beard. Hit the like button. Yes, guys, do that, please. 30 of you on there, 19 likes. Give me some more. That'd be great. Fantasy Fanatic, see you at the Toronto Comic Book Show. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. That's right. So Fantasy Fanatic brings up a good point. I will be starting my acceptance of submissions again at the Toronto Comic Book Show on June the 26th. I will not be bringing books back to people that day, but I will be bringing empty boxes to fill up with your good comic books. Now, you're welcome to fill out forms at the show. I'll have, manual forms you can fill out. But if you want to speed things up, go on over to comicdoctor.com and fill out a submission form, print it out, and bring it with you to the show. It'll speed things up. Because sometimes at that show in the past, I've been pretty darn busy. Just so you know. Hey, Luke, how's it going? Good to see you. Sam says, Yahoo, not a one-person order. We'll see. Prince Zodiac, hey, Neil. Yes, sir. Thank you. What's up, everyone? Hey, doing, Prince Zodiac. Zach says, nice. Fantasy says, were these pre-screened? No, these were not pre-screened. These were not pre-screened books. They were just sent in. Big D, 1106, hey, buddy. Hey, Doc, long time no see on my part. Hope all is well. No problem. Yeah, things are going well. Busy as always. But getting through books, I'm happy to say I'm almost out of 2021. Finally, the end is near. I'm not saying I'm out of there, but the end is very near. We're moving into December books now, finishing up some November stuff. I'm hammering through a lot of books, and I'm telling you, when July rolls around, I'm going into overdrive, and overdrive, and I'm going to be pounding out the books. I want to get these suckers done. I want to get caught up once and for all. And so the turnaround time will hopefully be no longer than 2 or 3 months, not what it is currently, which is totally ugly. James is here. How you doing, James? John says, this box will make someone very, very happy. I think you are right. Prince Zodiac says, reslab and kept the 9.8. Yeah, most of the time, again, you will. I don't ever want to scare people into not sending their books to CGC for reslabbing because you think they may downgrade the book. I mean, that's always a possibility. But unless the book is totally damaged, like severely damaged, they're not going to downgrade the book. They won't. Gilbert, how's it going? Hola, everyone. How you doing, Gilbert? Patiently waiting my ASM 299 and 300. I don't think those were them, were they? I don't think the 300 was yours, was it? Well, this is the 300 on here is a one person order. So you never know. It could have been yours, I guess, but we'll soon see, Gilbert. I think I've got some of your books here, though. Arnold, hey Arnold, how's it going? Good to see you. Amazon was plus 6% at one point today. Yeah, I bought in a little too quick. I bought in last Monday at $128 a share US. But you know what? I don't care. I'm not buying it to flip it. I'm buying it to hold on to. But Amazon was down to I think yesterday 102 US. So if I would have waited, I could have bought another 10 shares. Which kind of sucks, but it's okay. I think that Amazon is going to pop back up. I think it's 100%. Look, based on the amount of parcels I'm getting, my wife and daughter keep ordering, and my neighbor's wife and daughter Amazon's going nowhere fast. And that stock is going to grow again, I think. Maybe not right away, but it's good to see it's up, 6%. Jim Alaska. Yeah, I guess you're from Alaska. That makes sense. Hello from Alaska. How you doing, Jim? How you doing? Thanks for coming by. Good to see you. All right, that's it for the first box. Let's go to the second box. Let me put these babies back in here so I don't lose them. I really need those. Or I should say my daughter needs those when she's sorting the books for me. Let me just put this on to be right back, and I will be right back in just a second with a new fresh box. Give me like 15 seconds. All right, I'm back. McManus, how are you? Yep, Tudor, second box coming right up. Oh, I'll go to the main kit. Before I get there, though, before I get to the second box, I feel, I really miss what's in the press, don't you? But I have a couple of books to show you. Before we get to these, let me show you a couple of books that were sent in. This one here was sent in from Lewis. Out in the Ottawa area, Daredevil #1 and a 6.0. Yes, this book will be cracked, and I will be working on this very soon. And there are some lovely problems with this book that I am going to fix. For example, right on the front cover, it says $12.50 erased from the back cover. So if you look at the back cover right here, and it's hard to see where you are, but right here it says $12.50. It's not going to say $12.50 when I'm done with it. And it also has other indentations and such that I can get rid of. And this is a really sharp book. Hoping to get around a 7.75 out of this. I'm sure a 6.5 would be appreciated. But let's go for broke. Let's go for big. Let's go for the big bump, right? I want to get a 7.75 out of this book because she's a really square looking book. Really nice looking book. Like gorgeous. Of course, not until I take it out will I have the real story on this. But I don't think it was pressed. And if it was pressed, it wasn't pressed right. So that's the first one. The next one comes from Steve out of Toronto. And this is an older, I wouldn't say it's an older slab. It's a CBCS X-Men #4, first appearance of the the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And of course, Pietro and Scarlet Witch in green, not in her, in her magenta. But it's 7.5, so we'll be cracking that out and trying to get a, 8.85 out of that for Steve out of Toronto. So those are two books that are up this week as well. Steve's been waiting a very, very long time. He dropped off a lot of books. His order is pretty much just about done. A couple, just this one I have to work on. He had a really nice copy of Jim 85, first Loki as well, which is actually in the press as we speak. And so his order's almost finished, but he's been waiting for quite some time, so I'm happy to finally get his books done. And well, this one coming out of Ottawa is just a single one-off book, so I'm going to throw that one in quick and get her out of here fast. It's a pretty big book, and those are so. There you go, a little what's in the press nostalgia there for you. And yes, what's in the press will be coming back in probably July, at the latest August, along with a few other shows I've got in mind. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, guys, it's a good time to do so right now. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got first and foremost. Okay. What the hell's going on? Second box. We start off with a 9.8. What's going on here? Something's going on. I don't see any cracks. That's good. So good, off to a good start. 9.8. But again, I've peeked at the bottom here, and they're not all 9.8s. But you know what? I don't mind starting off with a 9.8. Let's see what else we have here. Next, we have, see, all of a sudden, it drops down. 9.6. Harbinger #1. That's a pretty big book. You've been seeing that book for the last 5 years coming in various grades, and these are all hot books, guys. These are all the key books people are looking for. We've got What If #10, of course. Everyone's hot on this book right now. It's a newsstand copy. Everyone's hot on this book right now because obviously the Thor Love and Thunder is coming out July 9, I think it is, or 8th. Haven't bought the tickets yet. I got to get onto my Landmark site and do that. Let's see here. What else we got? We've got New Teen Titans 44. First appearance of Nightwing and a 9.2. All right. Yeah. Now, they're usually a little kinder to books like this because of the black cover, but you can see some color breaking, bends there. So they obviously graded it accordingly. Let's see what else. Any more 9.8s for us? Not yet. We got a 9.4. First appearance of Vigilante, right? And it's a Canadian price variant in 9.4. I swear I've got like 10 of these somewhere. But Lord only knows where. All right, let's see. This is a big box here, guys. Let's see what else we got. We've got, we've got a nice Canadian price variant of Thor 337. Nice. And a 9.6. Very, very nice. Another 9.4. And a Canadian price variant? No, it is not. And it's the first appearance of the black symbiote suit. Well, it's tied, right, with 252. 252 is a nicer cover, I think. Oh, I felt something. Is there a chip on here? No, I don't think so. Let's see what else we have. Oh, all right. So far, I see one invoice of 11 books. So this is more than one book order, or a one customer order. It's probably 2 or 3 clients in here. So the first 11 books ends with that Marvel Team Up number 141. The next order starts right now with a Thor 337 and a 9.4. There it is. Right. We have a Nova number 1 and a 9.4 as well. Right. Oh, 9.8 Outlaws. Number 1, Outlaws number 1 and a 9.8. Just checking the slab out for any cracks or craziness. Whew. Let's start putting these back in here, though. Let me put a few back in here, guys, because the table's starting to get a little bit haphazard. All right, there's 35 of you guys in the room. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please do so. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, what the heck are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel. Come and join us every few days as we do unboxings and talk comic books. More shows to come in the summer, so really love to have you on board. So hit that subscribe button, my friends. All right, what do we got next? We have, oh yeah, Wolverine number 8 and a 9, number 8, and a 9.4. First, is it Mr. Fix-It? Doesn't say anything about it. There's a Rob Liefeld pinup on the back cover, which oftentimes is scuffed. This one doesn't look too bad. All right. I don't know where the other invoices are. I haven't seen it yet. We've got a X-Men 282, first appearance of Bishop, in a 9.6. Gonna have a swig of water, guys. We've got an X-Men another 282. This one's in an 8.5. I tell you, when you got books of this vintage, and there is, you know, this one. What's the issue with this one? To go to an 8.5, there has to be something going on there, and I'm not sure what it is. If this one had water damage or whatever, any kind of staining, any kind of rippling due to water damage, even if it was fixed, and if there's any remnants of it, they're going to crucify the book. That's the kind of the way it goes. Always be warned of that. Again, without looking at the notes, I'm not 100% sure what's up with that one. Let's see what else we got. West Coast Avengers 45 and a 9.0. I have to take these out. I have to check the slabs to make sure there's no cracks. Again, if I miss it, and if I wait 2 or 3 weeks, I'm paying for it. And that is not good. We've got here a What If number 1. Bad grade for a What If number 1 and a 9.2. It's a square bound book. It's a clean copy. All right, now we have another 9.2. This is Star Wars 68. That's a Boba Fett's origin, is it? I think. Ooh. All right, let's see what else we got here. We have one of the 10 or 15 books to go. Wolverine Limited Series number 1 in an 8.5. All right, let's see. Another one in a 9.0. 2 of those, eh? Nothing wrong with that. We've got an X-Men 135 in a 9.0. Let's take that out. It's a cool cover. That's nice. No problems with the slabs, which is good. Still not sure where the other invoices are. If there's another one invoice or two invoices or what. What do we have here? We have a nice X-Men number 158 in a 9.0. Sharp looking book. Pretty happy today. I found out, I looked up a couple of crack books that I did. I cracked a Star Wars, another Star Wars number 1. It was a white page 9.4. Went to a 9.8. Was very happy, but went down to off-white to white pages, but still a 9.8. And there was a 121 X-Men first Alpha Flight story, and it was a 9.2 or a 9.4. 9.8 white pager came back, so that's pretty cool. It was very cool. 9.2 on this X-Men 224. First appearance of Jubilee. I would imagine this book's going to start heating up because that cartoon's coming out, right? That X-Men cartoon, which is a direct continuation, they said, of the X-Men 96 cartoon. So if you remember that cartoon at all, characters like Jubilee were huge in that. They basically put Jubilee in there to be Wolverine's sidekick more so than like Shadowcat. She wasn't even, Shadowcat or Kitty Pryde wasn't even in it, I don't believe. It was Jubilee. So I would imagine they're going to continue off of that. And characters like Gambit are going to show up again. He was quite popular in that cartoon as well. And because of that, expect that 266 to bump. All right, so this is, so it looks like, this is two different orders here. Order of 14 and order of 11. So that's 25 books. So this is the 2 client order. Let's see what else. We've got another, another 4 books or so. Let's see what we got. We have a Star Wars 68, another one in a 7.0. All right. Gotta make sure there's no cracks on that. All right. We got a Star Wars 42 in a 5.5. And again, this book being, it's a very popular book, and it has been for a couple of years. It's really spiked in price. Even a 5.5 of this book is probably a few $100s. Worth getting done, worth getting slabbed, right? That's where you got to kind of sit down and before you get your books, worked on and sent in, you got to kind of say, is it worth doing? And it's increasingly difficult now because the market is kind of all over the place. Books are going still for top dollar, but the odd auction, they're bottoming out. So, is it still worth to do? Arnold mentioned those Amazon stocks, right? And it's like you always hear, you don't lose until you sell, right? If I sell my Amazon stocks at a loss, I'm going to lose. But if I hang on to my Amazon stocks, I haven't lost anything, right? So I think the same could go for comics. If you've got a good collection of comic books that you've got, and the prices are starting to lower, maybe it's not a good time to sell. And if you don't need the money, put them away. Wait, just wait. It's I think we're gonna see the comic book market behave a lot more like the stock market moving forward. 7.5 on a Star Wars number 1. I told you I was very on the fence in regards to selling my own personal collection. I didn't, because you know what? I like them. I like having the books. And although selling would have, freed up a lot of cash, at the same time, I don't want to be without them yet. Not yet. So, and here we finish off with the Star Wars number 2 and an 8.0. All right. There you go, guys. That's 2 boxes. That first box was pretty amazing. What do you think? The second box, not so 9.8-ish, but nonetheless, still some pretty cool books in here. Let me throw these back in the box, and then we will go to the chat room, finish off in there, and then we'll say goodnight, because it's almost 10 o'clock here. I want to be out of here in about 10 minutes. If you haven't done so already, guys, please consider subscribing to the channel. While I put these books away, check this out. This is my next giveaway right here. When I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away this awesome print. And it's not just any old print. It's a Jim Lee print, and it's signed by Jim Lee himself. So if you're into collecting prints, this is a great one to have. It's a nice Batman print. When I hit 2,000 subscribers, this baby will be given out. So what are you waiting for? If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And you know what? I'm probably going to add a little more to that giveaway as well. But for now, that's all I have. So let's go to the chat window, see who's still here and what's going on. Let's go where we left off. There's McManus. Okay, right about there. Yeah. Oh yeah. So Sam says June 26th can't get here soon. I'm really interested to see what June 26th at the Toronto Comic Book Show is going to be like. I really am. I have not done a show, and I was at the last Toronto Comic Book Show. Actually, I was at the last one before COVID hit, and it was busy. I'm always busy at that show. But generally speaking, if you know me from those days, going way back to when I first started taking books in at that show, I was swamped. I would get there at 10 a.m. and I wouldn't get out of my seat till 4. I wouldn't eat. I wouldn't go to the washroom. I didn't have a chance to move. I'm curious to know if the demand is still there. And we'll see on the 26th of June. Part of me hopes it is. Part of me hopes it isn't, so I can go and enjoy the show a little bit, right? So we'll see what happens. But I'm most excited about seeing everybody because I haven't seen a lot of these guys in a long time. So that'd be pretty cool to see. McManus 289 says, just picked up a DC Comics Presents 26 in desperate need of a press. I'll bring it by on Saturday to get your opinion. I would love to see it. Would love to see it. Wayne, yeah, we getting our tickets. Yeah, I know, for Thor. Are they on sale yet, Wayne? I think they have gone on sale. I got to get my button gear here because I want good seats. James, is any rumors that Hercules will make an appearance in Thor: Love and Thunder? I've been hearing that for a long time. I would put money on it that Hercules is going to show up. Zeus is showing up. Hercules is going to show up for sure. And I believe Chris Hemsworth is almost near the end of his tenure as Thor. Who's going to replace that god character? I think it's going to be Hercules. We'll see. Davy Clare, how come CGT doesn't label Tales of Teen Titans' first appearance of Nightwing? Probably because Superman 158 is. Oh. Is it? Is it, Davy? I'm not even sure. Like, I've heard that before somewhere, but is it? But I always thought it was Teen Titans 44. Wayne says it's disheartening to always seeing the same books. And you know what? It is what it is, Wayne. It's a lot of the same books. You're right. It's when I get the big dollar books coming back that you see some stuff that you don't usually see very often, right? But yeah, it's what people have, right? Most people have this caliber of book. Not everyone can afford not everyone can go out and pick up one of these nowadays. Well, let's pick up a Daredevil #1 or an X-Men #4. Was it 4? These are expensive books. So people send in what they have. And like I said, in the past, a lot of people will take these books and trade up or sell and save their money and pick up one of these blue chip books, right? But yeah, it is what it is, right? It keeps my presses full. I'll tell you that right now. A lot of this modern stuff, and maybe that'll change in the weeks to come. I don't know. Right now, I've got still a ton of these books to press and clean. Wayne's 80 years of comics and everyone is after the same 30 books. Well, I think it's more than 30 books, but yeah, I know what you mean. Especially when it comes to modern books, yeah. I even see guys advertising on Facebook, I'm going to buy your books, and these are the books I want. It's the same books. It's the same books you see in here, the same books I see in my presses all the time, right? But you do have those collectors, and I don't know if Tony watches the show or not, but Tony out of Oshawa, Tony's a very eclectic collector, and he doesn't buy any of this stuff. I mean, he's a Hulk fan, so he has the Hulk books, Hulk #1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 102, and all that, Hulk 181. But he also collects a lot of Golden Age, really rare books you don't see very often. Pre-code horrors are in there, but also just romance books. And just different kind of books you don't see. So when I do jobs for Tony, I'm oftentimes working on books I've never worked on before. And it's pretty cool to see this real, the rare books, that's kind of cool. So yeah. Sam, I got some Silver Age Spideys coming back someday, Wayne. Someday we will see something new. I'm enjoying watching Miss Marvel with my kids. More than Kenobi. Wayne, you and me both, brother. I haven't seen them yet today, but I'm looking more forward to seeing Miss Marvel. I actually, guys, I can't believe I'm saying this. My wife thinks I'm nuts. I think the first episode of Miss Marvel was my favorite first episode of anything I've seen out of Marvel. I don't know why, but it is. And I never thought, I wasn't even interested in seeing it. So I guess I have to watch it, right? And I liked it. I really did like it. It was kind of quirky and fun. It was enjoyable. It was different. Wayne says, yeah, Sam, I have nothing to do with anything that isn't silver or modern anymore. David says, glad I caught you live. I'm glad you did too, David, and your book is on its way. You should probably have it by sometime next week, I think. I hope you got a notification from Canada Post. They were supposed to send you a notification with the tracking number, but it's on its way. Davey says, Wayne, I got a few 9/8 back from CGC you don't normally see. X-Men 160 newsstand, 161, Spawn 5 and 6 newsstand, Ghost Rider Glow in the Dark, 15 newsstand copies, 2 copies, Detective 662, Death of Wolverine for all 9/8. That's awesome, Davey. That is awesome. JP. Just received Moon Knight prize today. Thanks, Kevin. Was wondering how my books are looking. Well, to answer that question, JP, they're in the press right now. All those Batman Beyond books are being pressed as we speak. They all have this really crazy spine roll, but I'm getting them out. Don't you worry. So yeah, and your ASM 300 was really nice too. So JP, funny you're here. Glad you received that prize. Okay, and yeah, your books they'll be done this week, and they'll probably be off the CGC by Sunday or Monday. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Sam says, I can man the comic doctor desk while you shop. Call me the comic intern. Sure. Or should I really go shopping though? Should I really go shopping, Sam? Honestly, I like to just walk around and say hi to everybody. To be honest, that's the best part. I know all the guys now. I've been doing this for so long, and I started doing the Toronto Comic Book Show way back in 2014, 15 maybe. I think early when the show was just starting. I was like, my buddy Roy was doing it before me, and he got me into the show, and so now I become chummy with Rob, the guy who promotes the show, and yeah, I love it. So I know all the guys there. You know, they come and go. Some guys don't come back, but most of the guys are regulars. It's nice to see everybody's face, and they all go to the Fan Expo too, and that's why I like going to the Fan Expo too. Shopping is great. But honestly, I just like to shoot the shit with everybody and catch up on everybody and see everybody how everybody's been doing. ASM Forever. Well, I think they're all blue chip books, right? Chuck's here again. Nightwing is Superman. And Superman is an identity he has in Kandor as a superhero. That does ring a bell. Chuck, thank you for clearing that up. Tom W. Hi, Doc. Sorry I'm late. Well, Tom, don't let it happen again. I'm just joking. It's no problem. That's no problem. You could be late anytime you like. Sam says... Superman 158 is where Soups tells Dick about the legend of Nightwing from Krypton. That's when Dick decides to adopt the name. So you guys are up on your DC lore. I did not know that. Now I do. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Second episode of Miss Marvel is better. I can't wait to watch it. David says, thanks, Kevin. And the reason why JP has his book before you, David, is because JP lives in Toronto, and it's just one day to ship it from my place to his place. Yours will take about 5 days, 5 to 7 days, I think. Wayne says, of course, I missed the Toronto Comic Book Show. I'll be in Muskoka again. That's too bad. But I think up in Muskoka, there's the Toronto Comic Book, not Toronto, sorry, the Cottage Comic Con up that way, I think. Dr. Comics, not the Comic Doctor. Dr. Comics has a show out in Aurelia, out in the Cottage area in Northern Ontario there. Excuse me. And I think he has a con as well. I was going to do that con a couple of times, and I just don't have the time, and it's really out of my way, so I decided just to stick to the Toronto area. JP says, that's great, Kevin. Thanks again. Don't forget, Invincible 1 is in there. Actually, Invincible 1's right here. Your Invincible 1 is right in front of me, but I'm not going to take it out. It had a couple of deep dents in it, but I don't want to take it out here because it's not together yet. It's still... I might have to put it back in again, so I'm not going to take it up. But yeah, it's in there. Don't worry, JP. All your books are there and accounted for, and they'll be off to CGC really soon. Hey, did you want that Invincible label on your Invincible #1? It's a really nice label. Let me know if you do, okay? Anyways, guys, I think that'll do it. If you're just getting here right now, thanks for coming by. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking the content, hit that notification bell so you'll know when I go on live next. I do have another box or 2 or 3 on the way back as we speak with some gorgeous books. Not that these weren't gorgeous, but with some, really nice. Some books I think you're going to really appreciate probably the next few days. So I'll probably have another unboxing on the weekend, I would think. Wayne says, really? I'm checking. Thanks. Yeah, it's called the Cottage Country Con. And I think it's coming up pretty soon because I've been seeing the advertising for it. See you in a few weeks as per my message earlier. Yes, John, I will. And John, don't worry about that, man. We'll figure it all out. I'm not going to work on books that are not worth working on. So when I get to, and because you have so many books here, guys, John's going to hold you guys up. I'm going to tell you right now, John, for about 3 weeks. John came into the shop. 50 books, 50 books, 50 books. I think John beat you out, Wayne. He submitted probably, God, him and his brother, between the two of them, a couple hundred books probably. So when I get to your books, John, I'm going to call you up and we're going to go through them and figure out exactly, put a game plan together at that point. Okay, so don't worry about a thing. I will know to remember that. And JP, I'll put that label on it because it is very, very sweet. In fact, if you want any other labels on your books, let me know sooner rather than later, because I am going to do your paperwork probably on Saturday. All right, guys, that is it for me. It is 10:02, and this guy needs to go relax for a bit and chill out and watch some Ben Kenobi maybe. Until next time, take care. Have a fantastic night and see you soon. Stay safe. Bye for now.